Make that quickly. Start it up. Was it 50-minute game? Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, we're mostly looking at the laning phase anyway, right? So we wanted, alright, Caitlyn into what did I say? Kai'Sa? Whoa, what are we doing here? What the? Okay, so they have Kai'Sa Nico. So Nico definitely has shove, but if you can keep the pressure, keep the lane shove, wave should be good. Yep, miss Q, nice. Now you should start harassing. Good. Let me turn this down a bit. Oh, perfect. I mean, like, not too bad. You had all the right ideas. Slightly poorly executed, but yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, right ideas. This is like not so great. Like, yeah, you want to harass, right? But they have their spells up right now, so it's like when she has her spells up, like you don't want to be getting hit for free, right? So you can't like walk into her face. You really need to be like trying to go for the max range, sort of back and forth, bait her to, you know, miss the Q like she has previously, and then you get like free reign of the lane, right? So when this happens, like kind of similar thing of like here, like you're looking to auto attack, but technically you don't want to auto attack because like your auto for her Q is not the same. Like she'll out damage you, right? So like when her Q range is like here, you just want to be walking up to this line and back, and then like it's like kind of like they're trying to bait out Pike Q, and then they can walk up and harass her free. Until then, like you want to be like, yeah, just keep walking up to this line, keep threatening that you're walking in her Q range, and then she'll eventually like throw it, bonk, and then when it falls short, then it's like then you can just fucking walk forward, stand here, and like auto, you know, and like just stop them from walking up. But yeah, you really want to be baiting this a bit better. Traps are pretty hard to hit off Pike Hook, to be honest. Can definitely hit them, but okay, not bad. Wow. It's crazy she walks into that. Yeah, so this is perfect, like what you're trying to do here, just shimmy back and forth and try bait out her spells. This is pretty good. Shove this in, no problem. Yep, and then, okay, you're gonna stay. I was thinking maybe you base for cull and refill, but this is fine if you think you have time. So yeah, I'm going double longsword, okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have done cull refillable and just based on the previous wave. A lot less damage here, but would have been like less risky with Poppy on bot side of the map as well, and Kai'Sa running back, but she might have waited in base for a little bit of money as well. Okay. So as long as you need to make sure you have a purpose, right, to be shoving this wave. Because like when you're, like you could have frozen, especially like when they do this. Like, at least not freeze, but like you can like hold it and deny like CS here, right? For the next wave, if you don't like just full hit this. And like general rule of thumb, like if I'm playing with like all in hook champ, I kind of prefer to have the lane like more on my side. Um, but it does hurt like getting punished by poke champs, like if you actually get under turret. So it's like you don't want the wave to be like on your side if they can like actually crash it and if they can actually crash it and harass you. But because they're playing Kai'Sa Neeko, I think it's fine to like sit here and try hold it in this sort of spot. If they were playing fucking Neeko and they had the Caitlyn or Neeko Ashe or something, then I would probably just like play for neutral lane. But I think in this sort of scenario with Kai'Sa Neeko, Kai'Sa can't harass you under turret, but Neeko can solo, so I think it's fine like to play like here. Plus, if they want to do it, they have to use Kai'Sa Q, Neeko Q like on the wave, and then Pyke can just like walk forward and like look for a fight, right? So I think rather than like auto shoving these sort of minions, even though you couldn't like perma freeze it, it was only two minions left. I would still like leave it here, deny some CS, or at least like harass when they're trying to get this CS, get some free poke, and then actually build like a stacked wave, like 1.5 waves, like stacking together. And then that's the sort of time where the Pyke can look for like his E flash when Kai'Sa just used flash before. And then like if you kill them on a stacked wave, like they lose fucking so much for this, and then it's like kind of game deciding. So I mean, like, yeah, and this is like just little things from seeing like the two minions that I think like should play the lane from here because Kai'Sa has no flash, right? So it's so deadly for her to like ever sit here. Warwick has no camps up. He can maybe like base after this, or maybe he gets crab and bases, and then he can run straight bot if it's still frozen. Some stuff like this. But we end up shoving, getting chunked. You should actually barrier, I feel like, for things like this. Like, I would have barried earlier when you got hit by like before this base, like you got hit by a Neeko full EQ combo, and I would have probably barried to stay healthy. But when you have no health bots, I think you kind of want to have HP because you would have got like max value out of barrier there. And because like look how low we are now, it's like very hard for us to like abuse. Oh shit. Very hard for us to like abuse Kai'Sa or do anything even though she has no flash. So I would have traded barrier for HP. And yeah, I mean Warwick was here, he had 30 seconds to kind of sit around bot, so if you guys did actually have that stacked wave, I mean Kai'Sa probably walks up and Qs it, to farm a minion or two as well that will keep it frozen there, would have been good for when he's back on bot side very shortly. But yeah, you do definitely lose all this early game pro, losing so much HP. But yeah. Okay, a bit like poor mechanics, but just a bit of misclicking going on. Still should pick up refillable here at 180. 180 bucks left over. I'd still pick up refillable because you are getting poked the fuck out right now. Okay, yeah, use one Drake. This is fine. That's Neeko. Yeah. Oh no. Holy shit. Yeah. Just the extra range minion running down after the wave. Seems like there's not much else that goes on here. Did they recall and we knew? Oh yeah, okay. Got a plate. Not sure how much money we need. You should drop a ward in one of these bushes at some point. I would have dropped like, since you have two wards, I would have dropped a ward on the edge of this bush here. Just for the fact that like when Poppy comes off the top side, like she could straight line bot and go for a lane gank. It's pretty important info to know. Also, you like when you're about to lose all this vision here, like you can also see if Nico just like sits in one of the bushes. All pretty useful stuff. Pretty hard to ever have like kill threat if this guy keeps throwing his hook on cooldown though. Oh my god, she missed the trap. Close. Wow, she's going in and that's crazy. Wow. Works out. Okay, got the hexaponics. So what do we do for the rest of the game? Probably just like, oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. So I mean like tough from here, right? Like you kind of when she's like literally like you gotta like mirror her movement or not mirror but mimic a bit more I'd say because like technically what you're doing is mirroring like she walks here and you walking there but I'd be like mimicking her movements when she's walking topside. Like you kind of want to be in the line. Like you need to be as close as you can to the as to your turret, but without actually like giving CS. So like you want to be like here, right, without getting W'd. So you need to be like behind your minions, but you cannot like walk this way when she's so much stronger than you. Um, because yeah, she can just like kind of run you down a bit. If it was me, I would have just flashed so early, probably. But yeah, end up losing flash for that. Oh, nice. At least Piker's here to trade. But yeah, I'd say you got to respect her at this point because like Caitlyn is all about getting ahead in those first like 2-3 bases, and if you're not ahead, then a lot of these other ADCs can just run you down. Take over mid, okay. Get free gold. Yeah, this is very good for you, farm Mel's W's. Oh, as long as we don't miss free minions. Yo, watch a splash. Oh. Yeah, just gotta be mindful of the Mel's E splash. You really want this money as well. Don't want to be losing all the $2 on Mel's W. It's just lots of like extra top up money. Nice trap. I should have got an auto in. Kind of miss like an auto here. So if it was me, I would have just autoed before the Q. So, like normally I say not to, like Q first, but your auto timer was like kind of up. Normally I say that like for max range like traps that they walk on the turret and stuff, like you just throw the Q and then auto because they can't walk out of the Q, but they can walk out of They can walk out of the queue if you throw a second normally. Oh my god, the heal. I mean, yeah, I'll probably stop the video. I mean, you're only 1-2-1. Can keep looking, I guess. Let's look at this team fight. Yikes. Yikes, should never be in range for this shit. Or at least should be like ready to E. Okay, should have ulted like preemptively as well for the Warwick to get on, but this worked out fine. But I'll say like the lane phase was like not bad. You just need to bait out spells more, which you were trying to do, just like wasn't working all the time. And what else happened in lane? What else happened? Yeah, like early barriers, like you should barrier all that. That's 204 damage. That like stops you from like being able to harass and actually play this lane out very well, especially when Kai'Sa has no flash and now you can't like punish or like get leads here to do anything off of it. So we also like kind of shafted the previous base. Yeah, I think this was like greedy to stay one extra wave. Where was it? When it loads. Yeah. Oh, actually, we just killed the Poppy. Never mind. Never mind, this was actually fine. I thought Poppy was still on both side of the map. Okay, never mind. This is actually fine to base and get double longsword. To stay the extra wave, get double longsword. But then that double longsword is so that you can have kill threat, right? Instead of going the cull refillable, like sustain and just like farm. Like the double longsword is like, yeah, you want the, because what, cull's like 7 AD or something and double longsword's 20. So it's like, it's very much like, yeah, we want to kill this second Kai'Sa coming up. So like when we play the lane, like how we did and we end up getting chunked out, we didn't like, you know, just didn't get anything off of doing this, so it would have just been better to get the money off a cull, get out $300 or whatever it is. Cause yeah, we get a mega chunked here and just can't do anything after this. Now they just keep throwing spells at max range because we're, you know, so low. So yeah, I'd be careful of yeah, taking like big chunks like this when you're playing Kate. You really need to be doing I saw you do it once, like where you're really trying to like, you know, go back and forth and bait her spells, but you really need to do that like all the time, because as soon as she doesn't have her Q or E that she throws at you, then you can play super aggressive, walk in front of the wave. Like you want to bait their spells, then you get to play the game. So just be mindful of that when playing Kate, I think. But yeah, I'll leave it there, quick and short.